welcome to Captain's Call. This time around we have a new Captain's Call format for you. CMC and I are going to be going through some questions from the community to begin with, and then hopefully give you some good solid answers as we go through the discussion.
Yes, sir.
Something that you'll notice at the bottom of the screen is going to be an email address. If you have any questions you'd like to send to Captain's Call in the future, please use that email address and make sure that you put Captain's Call as part of the subject line, and I'll remind you of that as we get to the end. So the first question we have up today is, when will all NAFA sailors be allowed to wear Type 3 uniforms, the digital green uniform, or camouflage? So for the NAF Atsugi people, not the tenant commands, for the folks that work directly for me, we are transitioning by departments. So once the department is fitted out correctly and everybody has the uniform, we'll allow that department to transition to the new uniform. One of the issues that we have on the base, though, is, as everybody knows, we don't have the uniforms for sale on base right now. The people that are wearing the uniform are wearing them as part of organizational clothing, which then belongs to the Navy. They'd have to turn that back in again as they depart that command. And you might see that with some of the squadrons, you might see it with the CBs. But once we get the uniform for sale on the base, we will start in getting everybody outfitted, and then we'll start in transitioning. I just want to make sure that militarily-wise, we look professional with everybody wearing the same uniform in the same department. So that's our first question. CMC, you want to help me with the second one?
Yes, sir. Question number 2. Do you anticipate any changes of the Liberty policy anytime soon, specifically the curfew or alcohol restrictions? The short answer to that question is no. The CNFJ policy will foreseeably stay the same for the future. But one way you can change that is to act responsibly, drink responsibly. If you're going to drink, do not drive. Also, if you see something, bystander intervention is very important. If you see something, step in, make a change, and take care of your shipmates.
That's awesome. You know, they say, you see something, say something, right?
Yes, sir.
That's exactly what we're asking for. So, okay, question number 3. With the Air Wing departure beginning this year, how will services such as the gym hours, NEX, and food court be impacted? So what our plan is right now is to maintain all of the services that we currently have. That might cause some changes with hours, might cause us to have to move some personnel around, but we are trying to maintain all the services that we have. Remember, too, that the Wings move to Iwakuni is going to be a gradual process. It'll be a squadron or 2 at a time, and there's going to be some time period in between each one of the moves. So it's not going to be something that's going to happen right away. It will happen in a gradual, graduated process. Something that I need your help with, though, we talk about this at AOBICR. Please make sure you're signing into things like the gym, signing into Auto Hobby, signing into the things that you use, because that gives me the numbers that I need to go back to CNIC and request utilization dollars and funding for. I was at the gym the other day, and I watched multiple people walk right up to the gym, right up to the second deck, or at Halsey, walk straight over to the cardio area. That doesn't help us with showing the utilization. So please help me with that to help maintain the services that we currently have on the base. Any questions with that one?
No, sir.
All right, so question number 4. How is it decided who gets assigned to what housing on base? So I talked to the housing folks, and what happens with this is it's about your pay grade and your family composition. It also plays into what do we have available. So if we don't have something that will fit your family, you might be offered something off base until we can get you back on base and something that will fit your family. We have different pay grades on in housing structured around the base to provide leadership as we spread that throughout housing. So your pay grade and your family composition both play important parts in that. If you have any questions on what your housing will be, you can always call housing office, and their number is 264-3795. So those are the questions we have this week. Did you have anything you wanted to end with?
No, sir.
All right. Well, I don't have anything for this segment either, but like I said before, at the bottom of the screen, you're going to see the email address to send any questions you have in the future. Please make sure that you put Captain's Call question in the subject line to help us identify those as they come in, and we'll try to get your question on the air. So I think that's all we have this week. Thanks.